Jennifer Lawrence isn't just one of Hollywood's biggest stars. She's also someone who's not afraid to speak her mind when it comes to political and social issues. And in her latest interview, she made it clear who she's supporting for the 2024 presidential election: Kamala Harris. For Lawrence, this choice isn't just about who she thinks is the best candidate. It's about protecting the rights of women, especially when it comes to reproductive freedom. Lawrence didn't mince words, stating that abortion is literally on the ballot, and that this election will play a pivotal role in determining the future of women's rights in the United States. When Lawrence says she's voting for Kamala Harris, she's doing so because she believes that Harris is the candidate who will prioritize the protection of reproductive rights. Lawrence stressed how crucial it is to have someone in office who will fight to keep abortion legal and accessible, especially in the face of increasing political pressure to restrict these rights. For Lawrence, Harris represents a figure who will stand firm against those who want to turn back the clock on women's freedoms. What's particularly interesting is that Lawrence didn't directly name any of Harris's political opponents, but it's pretty clear who she's referring to. Donald Trump, who is also in the race for the White House, has flip-flopped on his stance regarding a nationwide abortion ban. His shift in tone may be strategic, but for many voters, especially women, his previous hardline position on reproductive rights is still a major concern. Lawrence's subtle nod toward Trump's softened stance shows that she's paying attention, but she's not willing to gamble with anyone who's been uncertain on such a critical issue. And let's not forget Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance. His comments back in 2021, where he allegedly referred to women choosing not to have children as childless cat ladies, didn't do him any favors with female voters. Vance has taken a stance that's alienated many women, and Lawrence's silence on him speaks volumes. She doesn't need to call him out by name because her message is clear. Women's reproductive rights are on the line, and she believes that only Harris can be trusted to defend them. Lawrence isn't just making headlines for her political views. She's also working hard behind the scenes to produce content that brings attention to women's issues around the globe. Under her production company, Excellent Cadaver, she's producing 2 documentaries that tackle the topic of female freedom head-on. One of these films, Bread and Roses, explores the lives of 3 Afghan women who are living under Taliban rule. This documentary has already grabbed attention because it's co-produced by Malala Yousafzai, the youngest ever Nobel Peace Prize winner and a symbol of resilience for women's rights worldwide. Lawrence described her experience of working with Malala as an absolute honor, calling her unsurprisingly brilliant. The collaboration between these 2 women, who both represent powerful voices in the fight for women's rights, brings even more weight to the project. Bread and Roses doesn't just tell the story of these women. It's a call to action, showing the world what's at stake for women living in oppressive regimes. But Lawrence isn't stopping there. Her other documentary, Zurawski v. Texas, focuses on a legal battle over abortion rights in the U.S. This film dives deep into the case of abortion care supporters who sued the state of Texas in 2023. Texas, as many know, has some of the strictest abortion laws in the country, and this documentary seeks to shed light on the real-world consequences of these laws. Lawrence is producing this film alongside some big names, including Hillary and Chelsea Clinton, which adds even more visibility and credibility to the project. When asked why she's decided to produce these films, Lawrence explained that although she often gets criticized for speaking out on political issues without having a formal education, she feels that her right to express her views comes from the platform she's built through her career. She's faced her fair share of online trolls, but she doesn't let that stop her. In fact, Lawrence believes that storytelling is one of the most effective ways to educate people and bring about change. She pointed out that while people may forget a news headline after a few days, they won't forget a powerful story told through film, especially one that resonates on an emotional level. Through her films, Lawrence hopes to inspire people to not only become more informed, but also to take action. She's urging audiences to hold their leaders accountable, support causes that align with their values, and most importantly, vote. For Lawrence, voting is the most critical way to make your voice heard, and she's emphasizing that now more than ever, it's essential to show up at the polls. The most important thing we can do right now is just vote, she said, making it clear that no matter where you stand, civic engagement is key. And it's not just Lawrence who's backing Kamala Harris for the upcoming election. A growing list of high-profile celebrities has also thrown their support behind Harris, including Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, Fran Drescher, John Legend, and Megan Thee Stallion. The fact that so many influential figures are coming together to endorse Harris speaks to the importance of this election, especially when it comes to protecting rights that many feel are under threat. As we approach the 2024 election, Jennifer Lawrence's endorsement of Kamala Harris is a reminder of what's at stake, particularly for women. Whether through her political activism or her work in film, Lawrence is using her platform to advocate for change. Her message is clear. Reproductive rights are non-negotiable, and the best way to protect them is by voting for Kamala Harris. So what do you think about Lawrence's support for Kamala Harris and her push for reproductive rights? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Hollywood Movie News for all the latest updates on your favorite stars and the biggest stories in the entertainment world.